All right, you guys, you already know this man, my number one recurring guest, back for our what seems like monthly interview now. It seems Mr. Cuban Link.
What's up, baby? The Panda Man.
What kind of artwork you got back there? You got the titty showing?
You wait for the cameras to start, then you can start.
Yo, I didn't even notice it for real. I didn't even notice it for real before.
Yes, you do. You know that you do this on purpose. You always do this.
Nah, man.
You're having a burger and be like, don't you have a burger? You know, as soon as, my nigga, I'm just talking to you for 20 minutes. You tell me now, I got a burger in my nose?
We got lots to get into, man, but let's start with this. Your man, Eif Rivera, just proved you've been lying this whole time. You see this? Eif Rivera.
How you got that name from?
What do you mean?
Did you get that name from, where you get that name from?
What are you talking about?
As like right now, you put it in a hat and you said Eif Rivera for, I don't know.
No, because he just posted something that shows that you've been lying this whole time.
Oh, word? No, because the last time I heard his name was from S1.
No, he just posted something that shows you've been lying this whole time. He got a throwback picture of him and Joe. He says, given an appreciation post to my brother since Flow Joe, way before the pun era. We in the studio. Shout out to my brother, the real DJ Surge. I remember Surge brought me around and made the intro. We still brothers to this day. God bless y'all. Circa 1993.
I never said I was the first to introduce Ephraim to Joe. He was just a baloney smoker, like a groupie back then. When Serge introduced him to them, he was he wasn't part of Terror Squad. When he came with me, when he, you know what I'm saying, when I brought him in, he came as part of me. You know what I'm saying, like my people. Because if that's the case, DJ Serge could have had him on a bro with him. Could have had him already doing videos with Joe. He didn't do that then. They started doing that after I brought him along. He started doing thug t-shirts, started doing fashion, you know, with the thing. I was gonna put him as my designer in my clothing company, things like that. Like I was the one promising him, you know, something, you know, something legit. And then that's when Joe, of course, you know, the whole agenda is to get through to my friends and the ones that are close to me, that be around me, so they can make me look like the bad guy later on. So that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? They linked up after I linked them up.
He did know him before, but he didn't really care for him or anything like that.
Everybody in the Bronx knows Joe. Like, you know what I'm saying? It would say, you know, being a video shoot, like, of course, you know, we know guys who rock with Joe that probably invited you to the video shoot. And you know, you was there like a groupie. I'm glad, you know, I'm glad you rather have that as a trophy and to your real story, how you came into the game, and really give gratitude to the one who really put you, you know, side by side and put you in position to win. I'm glad they could go back to those kind of bootleg pictures and be like, oh yeah, I was a groupie back then. Look, I was there. I wasn't really in the video, but I was right there. I was in the back. You know, thank you for letting me be there, Joey.
I just think it was funny because like I stumbled upon it and I was like, oh damn, I see the play right here. You know, I see the play.
You know, they trying to defend it, right? Like they're trying to defend the truth. I don't know why. Why it's so horrible, man? But I see your master, Cuban Link, is the one who put you in position to win. Peasant fucks. Like, just say that. It's so hard to give me credit.
What did you think about what S1 said about him?
I said, I could see how he saw that. And that's a deeper evaluation of him. That's him, you know, considering his profession that he did for 30 years, you know, Gold Shield badge, you know, New York City officer. And that had no problem with me. Like I told you, I know him since I was 9 years old when I touched ground, 163rd Sheridan. And his brother was my little man. We went to, you know, to fucking second grade together, second all the way down to the 8th grade together. My man Johnny, you know, but you know, later on, I should have known better, man. Because when I think about back in the days, and I think of Eif, he used to hang out with the cool kids and stuff like Sammy, Leo, Cosmo, you know, Cosme. You know, these are dudes that I remember, right? But he always tried to fit in. Like he was the cool. He wants to be the extra cool, but he was cool. Maybe because I was cool with his brother. But I remember he was like, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was a cool guy, man. in the family, say his mom's dad and his sister, God bless her, rest in peace, she passed away. But I was in tight with them, what I'm saying? So for him just to do this is really, I never had no personal beef with him as far as like he did anything to me. But it's just like the forgetting about me. You know what I'm saying? Now that his career, you know what I'm saying, he worked hard for him. I'm not saying he didn't work hard for it on his own, but his actual career, the timeline, like this is the chapter that they purposely be skipping all the time. And this is the boy Cuban Link chapter. And it's like you have to say it's because they don't want to get the fat boy mad, and that's just
Do you
sellouts.
think part of the thing is just like when people give like public shout outs like that, it's more because they know it's going to benefit them in some way? So like if they're thinking like, oh, why would I do that when it's not going to benefit me just for me to shout
No,
out
no,
Cuban
no.
Link?
Right. It's not gonna benefit them. But that's when you give a shout out, when you reach that pinnacle up there, up in levels, and you go back and be like, you know what? Let me show love to the, even if he's not doing good or whatever it is. Whatever it is, that's when you look back, and that's the ultimate, shout out. You know what I'm saying? Where you could go back and be like, you know what? Yo, Cuban Link put me in this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to. He was my brother's friend. You know what I'm saying? He even tried to put me as his partner, as a designer with him. That's when, him and Joe caught the beef. But I did my own thing later on. And, but I can't even forget to give Cuban Link a shout out because he was definitely detrimental in my career going up levels. I mean, that's the way I put it. That's the real way, the real way it happened. But they could put it in their own way, man. But it's not even just that though. They give like credit to the fat dude, to the beluga. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like
how you
why
give
give
fat to the
credit to
beluga?
your mortal enemy of like everybody that they could possibly give credit to?
Because I think he's like, just give me the shots. Give me shots. Forget it. Just give it to me. Just like he did with Senorita, trying to keep the songs of Senorita and forget. Just, I wrote it. Like he takes all my stuff and be like, okay. But that's okay, man. Everybody has his day.